almost ready to get underway. And our pitcher tonight, number 86. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The count 2-1, right through there for a strike. And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he deals. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one almost got him. Tatis waits. Out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. Got him. Nice play. And let's take a look at the lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Here's a 1-1. That one fouled off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws, got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Manny Machado now. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 out, space is empty.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Nothing doing there for the Friars. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Today's starting pitcher, Randy Vasquez. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The 2-2 on the way. Upstairs.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
So now 3-2. On the ground, right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And Betts is gone.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And that's way high. And the count's full. Up the middle. Cronenworth throws on to first. That's the inning. Dodgers down in order. Scoreless after one. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat, having a lot more success on the road this season. Late that time, and it's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. One down, base is empty. That one misses, and that's ball two.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Up the middle, Edman jumps, throws, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And that's too high.
2-1.
On the ground to third. Whips it to first. That takes care of Cronenworth. Third out. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in
Leading off
L.A.,
for
bottom
the
of the
Dodgers,
inning. Now at the plate,
catcher,
Will Smith.
Smith.
The 1-1. Fly ball down the line. Tatis makes the play. One down.
Batting fifth, right fielder.
Here's
Teoscar
Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2.
2 strike.
One out, base is empty. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Maldonado gathers, throws to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
This
Elias
change defensively
Diaz
for the
coming into the
Padres.
game now as the injury replacement.
Now catching, number 17.
Once he digs in.
Elias Diaz.
And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball. No score here in the second. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw is late, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at
Batting
first.
seventh.
No problem
Center
beating out the
fielder,
infield hit right there.
Andy
Good hustle getting down the
Pajes.
line. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
So a man at first, and now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over. They get the force. Misplay doesn't cost them. Inning over. One left for L.A. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning. Leading off,
for San Diego,
Jose
shortstop,
Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the
Batting
same
eighth,
page right
center
now.
fielder, Brandon Lockridge.
Brandon Lockridge, the next to hit. The 1-1. And a foul ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Right side, Edman. To first.
He's out.
First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Batting ninth, catcher, Elias Diaz.
Here's Elias Diaz. There's a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Outside. 3-2 now. Fernando Tatis Jr. in the San Diego on deck circle. Ripped to short. Betts whips it to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Padres down in order, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Dodger
Leading
Stadium,
off for
set for the bottom of the
Dodgers,
third. Here's the left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Conforto.
and no one can get there. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Here's a 1-2. Just off the inside edge.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one drilled left field, and this one could be extra bases, and it gets by him. Conforto headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Back-to-back base hits. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That misses. 2-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Edman, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. Swing and a miss.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And a foul ball. One away with a runner at third. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying, and it's gone. Home run. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Randy Vasquez departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching
So they
for
bring
San
on the
Diego,
veteran, Nick
number
Pivetta.
27.
And he's been really shutting down
Nick
hitters from the
Pivetta.
right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Here's a 1-1. Now a fly ball to right center. Lockridge on the move to the alley. Brings it in for the third out. Two-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 3-0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the fourth. Fernando Tatis Jr. And a 1-1. And delivers outside.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they inch closer. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 86 will depart, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Anthony Banda.
Number 43.
He's been so good against lefties.
Anthony Banda.
Luis Ariz stands in. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Left field. Conforto puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Padres, third baseman Manny
Here's Machado. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
At the plate, Gavin Sheets. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And that is strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Xander Bogaerts.
There's Bogaerts now. On the ground, and that's just foul. Sheets off of first with two away. Got him, and that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
For the Dodgers, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Swings through that one for strike two. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Stephen Kolek. getting ready to go. Number 66 warming up as well. This one in the air. Makes the grab, one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good
Now
coming in,
batting,
but so
third
hard to get on
baseman,
top of as a hitter.
Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. And that drops in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just missing there. And the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more
Now
fastballs
batting,
in that
center
location.
fielder,
Hitters, especially
Randy
with 2
Padres.
strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. That one felt good, and they boost their lead. It's 4-1.
Look at that. Pure reaction. Fastball up and in. Not an easy pitch to get to, but because it was just a reflex, he didn't have time to get long with this swing.
Base is empty with 2 away. And here is Michael Conforto. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one ripped. Nice grab. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. It's now 4-1. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching.
We're
for the
back,
Dodgers.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Tanner
66.
Scott.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and
Leading
we see a
off
pretty
for the
high
Padres,
turnover rate
second
because of it.
baseman,
Every
Jake
outing
Cronenworth.
seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
1-1 now. Foul ball there. And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-2. And there's a ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been
Up
part of his
next for the
career
Padres,
since day one.
Shortstop,
And at
Jose
first,
Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Padres. The 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And now just 2 outs away.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you off, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
So digging in, Brandon Lockridge. Fought off foul. Cronenworth, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
That's the ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Now snap throw to first. Cronenworth dives back in. Cronenworth runs. Popped up. Betts has a beat on it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Elias Diaz.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's Elias Diaz. That one at triple digits.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The Padres down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.